Welcome back. All right. This is take number 28. Jeez Louise. All right, so I have to redo all the audio on this video. I apologize. When we shot this video originally, I was using one of my smaller cameras and did not realize that the microphone was disabled. So there is zero audio in any of this video. Don't judge me. Look, it is what it is. Stuff just happens. So we decided to shoot another video of us installing the front fender flares to give you a little bit more in depth of what it was that we had done. He's messing with the rocker panel there as he's getting out. We bought new rocker panels and we had just installed those. They're still straight metal. Haven't done anything to them yet. They're painted now. But he's talking about that, how we need to bend that down because it's sticking up too much, which we did. And that has nothing to do with this video. In any event, I've had to re-edit this video as well because, as you all know, I had to get a new computer. And apparently none of the data transferred over the way it was supposed to transfer over. So here I sit, re-editing yet another one of my videos that I had sitting in the vault. So, hang tight. Hopefully my speed up works. If not, this is going to be a really long video. All right, so what we're doing here is we are laying out where we're going to put the rocker panels. We did a bit of Bondo where he's touching right there, and there was actually a hole where that fender flare needed to go. So there is wire mesh in there, and I think he's wanting to hopefully try to get around that and not have to drill through the wire mesh. But right now what we're doing is we're just kind of very quickly dry fitting. He's going to hold it from edge to edge. Then if I'm lucky, I will hold the top of it for him. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a black Sharpie and I'm going to mark around the top of the fender flare so that we have a guide to go by. Every time we drill a hole, we have to take this off, put it back on, put the rivet in, put the screw in, and then line it back up again to make sure that all the holes line up. Each one of the holes, I'm actually putting a dot through the center of that. I apologize for putting my booty right in front of the camera view. Apparently, I wasn't thinking about where that camera angle was at that point in time. So I apologize for seeing way too much of me during that part. But again, I'm trying to trace all the way around this and then mark each one of the holes on the inside as well. So that way we know where to drill and we have something to look to every time we go to do another hole. All right, so we got that part done. He's old, leave him alone. Takes him a second to get up. I know. This would be so much better if I could speed this up. I think we're moving the camera in where you can kind of see where I've done the outline and you see the little black hole, the little black dots. That's so that we know where to drill the holes. And when we drill a hole, we'll make sure that it goes back on that line again and that we can see that marking through each one of the holes. So it tells us that we're not drifting anywhere, front, back, top, bottom. Hi, number 2. My cat's decided to jump on me while we're editing this video. Okay, so right here, he is basically just deciding what order we're going to drill the holes. So how he is starting out is he starts out with a very short bit that just makes a really big dent, I guess you'd say, or a very small hole, so that when he goes to the next drill bit, the drill bit doesn't walk out of the metal. So we are doing a starter hole right here. And then the very next thing he's going to do is, I think we did 3 drill bits to get the hole, to make sure that we got the hole the right size. Again, I'm sorry that I can't speed this up, but for whatever reason, it has decided that it doesn't want to play nice. So you are going to get the full length of all of this. So we go to the next drill bit. He's questioning my authority, which was the wrong thing to do. Dane, get out of there. All right. Drill bit number 2. Now we go to the next one. Trying to get my cat out of my Christmas tree. Yes, you heard that right. My Christmas tree. I have one upstairs in my gallery. All right, then I think the drill bit number 4, because he's looking at that going, yeah, no, that's not big enough. No, we got to go to the next one. That was the rivet that we were testing to see if it would go in. No, it did not. Again, I'm sorry there's no audio on here. He's checking to make sure that it went through both sides and that it didn't touch anything else. Okay, that one fits, I think. So now we just have to spray the holes and we'll put the first rivet in. Nope, one more hole. I lied. Wasn't quite big enough. There we go. Now it's big enough. Alrighty, so we've got the spray paint. We definitely need to put a little bit of paint in the hole. There we go. That was good. Just enough so that we don't have bare metal. Then we've got the rivet gun there. He'll come back in view here in just a second. Had a little drip. All right, so make sure that it's pushed in just like that. And then he's just going to squeeze. And then pull back on that yellow ball there. That's the part you want to make sure is closed when you go to do this. And it comes right out. Bada bing, bada boom. One rivet down. So now we'll take the fender flare, put it back on the car. We want to make sure all the holes line up. Okay, so he's decided that the holes in the fender flare were not large enough, so he's just opening each one of these holes to make sure that the screw goes through there easily, and we have less of a chance of splitting the plastic. All right, so I'm putting the fender flare back on the car and installing the first bolt so that we can check and make sure that we line back up before we drill the next hole. He's going to double check. You can see all the holes, so I'm now going to take it back off. And we will proceed, sir, with drilling the next hole. We're going to start exactly the way that we did the last time. We're going to start with that little bitty bit to make a teeny tiny hole, and then we're going to work our way up. I'm going to let you guys listen to a little bit of music while we watch the rest of these steps. All right, so there you have it. Finished fender flare. We're going to go over there and do the same thing on the other side so that we have a match and pair. If you stuck with us this long, thanks a lot. I know this was a long video. Listen, if you liked it, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that for us as well. We would appreciate it. All right. See you next time. Love you. Bye.